We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now Mariota on 4th down. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Algier is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and... This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
on 2nd and 7. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Patterson running between the tackles. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw is Mario. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throw it, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mariota. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10.
Singletary again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
the 29-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, Mariota. Touchdown! Drake London from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception here, Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on a sack. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Bills! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 41, Allen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So following the failed try on fourth down, will change ends and change possession. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards from the pickup.
From the 24, Allen uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A first down throw for Mariota. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A right side run with Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Now Mariota on 4th down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota here to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Mariota. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Allen. The 20. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Mariota. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go right back to Singletary. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding